Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I would like to welcome you to Connie's Craft Along. And it's Connie's Craft Along because I messed up. Second Tuesday of the month is supposed to be mystery stamping. But in February and in March, when the first of the month started on a Wednesday, I'm just all we've only had one Monday. We've only had one Tuesday. My brain's a little slow getting to the party. And so I was speaking with a friend today, and she said, "Isn't it mystery stamping tonight?" And I was like, "Yes, it's the second Thursday." Oh, I messed up. I didn't put it in my week of what's going on. I didn't have it planned, and I messed up. So here we are. We are doing Connie's Craft Along, and so there's still crafting tonight. And I hope that you are going to join me either to watch or to craft along with me. If you are here, to say hello. Let me know you're joining me, even though it's maybe not what you were hoping for tonight. Just get this started, and so we can see what's going on. But there will be mystery stamping next Thursday, so we'll just do a little sit through this month. So anyway, we do have crafting tonight. We have some relatively easy cards, a little bit different layout, nothing wild and crazy, but just some fun crafting and some hanging out together and things. So it was a beautiful day. I hope you had a great day. It was cold, not freezing, but chilly. But beautiful sunshine, and the snow on the hills is awesome. So we've had a great week of skiing this week. Sunny, not too cold, and great snow conditions. We can't ask for anything more. Good evening, Lorna, and welcome. So, not sure if you've seen my email yet, but I got your card. It was beautiful. It was awesome. I should show it to you, but it's still upstairs. I should show it to others. You've seen it, obviously. You made it. Anyway, Lorna sent me this really wonderful card. It's a fun card. It's got a little bit of movement going on and some fun things. So maybe we'll do that in Connie's Craft Along one night. Watch for it. I have to kind of figure it out first. It's not a card that I've ever made before, so I might give one a go. Like some nights when I just sort of wing it. I think I should try this one in advance, just so I have an idea what I'm telling you to do. So anyway, yes, I did get it, and it is lovely. So thank you very much. Alrighty, let me flip this down so we can do some crafting. So these are all the bits and pieces that you need for a card tonight. But just before we get started, I was looking for what stamp set to use and things, what inks and that. And I have pulled out the Ginkgo branch stamp set, which is one that we have used just a little bit recently. I just got it not too long ago, and it has those really lovely dies that will cut out these three flowers, but also the sort of outline dies that we made a beautiful sort of lacy card with a couple weeks ago. So I thought, oh, I'm going to use this one. And then I wanted to use this stamp, which I have not used since I've received this stamp set. So it doesn't have its sticker on yet. And so I thought, oh, could be a good time to show you how I put my stickers on. Just a quick little refresher here. So when you get your stamps, they will all be attached in this sheet of rubber stamps, and you just punch them out. They're just attached in a couple of little places, and there is a backing on the stamp, so you do want to peel that off. Hello, Susie, welcome. So, oh, it's not Susie, it's Susan McLean. Different Susan. Hello, Susan, and welcome. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so we've peeled that off, and then you have a sheet of stickers, and you can kind of see them through the waxy paper here. But on this side, there is a split. Can you see that? It's a little hard to see, isn't it? I'll just start to peel this back a little bit. So the sticker is split in the middle so that you can get it off, but we don't want to take the backing off yet. What we want to do is peel the entire sticker off of the paper, just like that. So I've got the sticker and the backing is still on it. And I'm just going to put it down onto my block, just like that. Okay. And oh, lots of glare here tonight. I'm going to move this out of the way because there's lots of glare on that. We don't need that glare. Glare on my block, but I'll tilt it. So there is my sticker on there. And now I'm going to peel these backing pieces off. Okay. And bring my stamp in. And I am just going to hover the sticker over the stamp. And it's very easy to see where the edges of the sticker are. And you can see the stamp. And this is just like taking it off of a block after you've used it for stamping. Hello, Donna, welcome. And now your sticker is perfectly placed on your stamp without any dangling edges and things. So that is how I do it. And hopefully that's a good refresher for you, or perhaps it's not the way you've been doing, not something you've seen, but give it a try. For me, this is the best way I have found to get the stickers on accurately each time. So that's I'll say first tip of the night, because sometimes we have lots of tips. So here we go. You will want to have a standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. This one is Tahitian Tide. And then we have a piece of cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 4. I've said embossed optionally. It's always optional. Even if I don't say to emboss it, you're more than welcome to. You can emboss any layer pretty much, other than the basic white, because that's usually the one that we're stamping on. And if you stamp on something that's embossed, it will not stamp smoothly, obviously, because the ink is not going to go down into the crevices. So just be aware of that. And if that's what you're after, go for it. But just be aware. So I have used the Time Worn Type embossing folder on this, which is just, it's quite subtle. It really and truly, it goes with the embossing side up. But I was sort of looking at this thinking, maybe I'll use it on the debossed side. So my embossing is poking in for this card, because that's how I want it. Then we have a piece of designer series paper that is 3 3/4 by 1 3/4. We have 3 strips of designer series paper that are 4 inches by 1/2 inch. We have a piece of basic white cardstock that is 3 inches by 2 3/4. That's very stuck to this Post-it note for some reason. And then your basics, stamps, ink, adhesive, embellishments. I don't think we're going to need paper snips, but it was on this note, and I try to recycle these whenever I can. They get stacked up, and sometimes it's hard to find exactly what I'm looking for, and sometimes I've added other bits and pieces of stuff. But anyway, paper snips are never a bad thing to have around, so I thought I'm just going to use that one. So there we go. That's what we need for tonight. So as I said, relatively easy card. Not a whole lot to it, but of course you can always dress it up with additional layers if you want, or can keep it straightforward. I am going to do my card landscape. This whole thing would work in portrait, but for this one at least, I'm going to do it landscape. So I'm going to start with my stamping, and I have Night of Navy ink and Tahitian Tide, which are those 2 colors there. And what I was thinking I would do is I have the sentiment Thinking of You, which is from this same Ginkgo branch stamp set. I haven't seen it, the font on these sentiments is beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I think, I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to stamp my sentiment in the darker color, the Night of Navy. And I think I'm going to put it at the top because I'm not sure what I want to do with that flower yet. I might have it dangling off the bottom. So I'm just going to come near the top with this, hopefully straight. Helps if you put your paper straight. Hopefully I'm some nights it works well, other nights not as much. Yeah, it's pretty straight. I'm going to say it's straight enough. So there we go. And I am going to just take a moment to clean this because I'm going to use it on the other card, and the card is different colors. So I don't want to forget that I have ink on it. Hello, Sarah. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us. Okay, I am going to close this. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use it for those flowers or not, but I am going to start with the Tahitian Tide. And I'm just going to put this on scrap paper because I'm not sure exactly where I'm going with this yet. You know, create on the fly, right? This part, I know what I want. I just didn't figure out all the details of this flower. I haven't actually stamped this before because it was brand new. So I'm going to put the sticker on. So I think I am going to, actually this is good. This, can you tell on camera? This is a distinctive stamp set, which means it has texture built right in. So when I stamp this, I'm sure you'll be able to see blue on blue, huh? But you see how it's lighter in the middle and this has different shading? That is because of the stamp. That is built right into the stamp and it just adds texture. Stampin' Up! Calls them distinctive. So I-N-K, ink, in the distinctive. And they're just a little something extra in your stamp set. You can kind of see, hopefully, in this how these have darker and lighter spots in this larger one. And that is built right into the stamp. So when you stamp it, you are not going to get solid one color, one shade, one. It will have variations in it, which is really kind of neat. I'm wondering if I should do, might actually do some, or maybe I'll do two. Yes, thinking on the fly, can you tell? Two. I think three would be too many, wouldn't it? Maybe just even two. I don't know. If it doesn't work, I'm using the back of the paper. So I think I'm gonna stamp this one like this on just a little bit of an angle, and then I'm gonna come in right again beside it without inking. So now I'm gonna have even more shades and colors and tones. Just to give it a little different look. So that's what we're going to do with him. Okay, and again, I'm just going to take a moment to clean this because I'm going to use this in the next card, and it will also be a different color. Okay, so there is our stamping completed. Now, what we want to do here, this piece of designer series paper, I'm going to put on the left edge, just leaving a border in there. So I'm going to use my liquid adhesive because I do have a piece of embossed cardstock. So just to make sure we get some liquid glue into all the crevices, easier than trying to put the Stampin' Seal all over the place. With the tape runner, it hits the high parts, but not the low parts. So that's why I use liquid glue on embossed paper. Now for this, I think I'm going to come right over to my edge and I'm going to put these across, and I think I'm going to aim for the middle. So this is where I need to kind of sort of figure out the middle. So 3, 3, 2, 7. Okay, there we go. That was easy. Just like that commercial. Where's that easy button, right? Actually, yeah. I have one of those around. I don't know whether the batteries still work, but I do have one. I should get it out. It would be fun. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to put the first one right in the middle of the middle. And just kind of aim to have it straight and right over to the edge there. And it's close to in the middle. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. And then I'm going to put one on the top and one on the bottom. I find that gives me something to orient to. Put it out to the edge again. Go. And I will put the third one below it. This designer series paper, I'm going to mess it up. It is the host pack from the January to April mini catalog. And I just put it away. So guess what? I need to grab it because I don't remember the name. So we'll just take a moment and look it up in here, won't we? At the back here. Flowers and more. So it's not a large picture, but what am I using here? I have this blue stripe and this dark blue, just a couple little bits, but you can see, hopefully, that there's just lots of really deep, bright, kind of, I say intense colors. I don't know that that's the right word. I don't know what an artist would say, but that's what I call it. Anyway, nice bright colors. We're going to put this on here with dimensionals. I clearly don't have those in the middle, do I? Oh, maybe I do. I was thinking it looked like it was not centered when I tried to put this in the middle, but I think we're good. But I am going to put this on with dimensionals. Go. And I am just going to center it over those 3 pieces of designer series paper. This piece is not quite square. It was 3 inches by 2 3/4. So I did it long ways. This is my 3 inches. You could do it the other way if you wanted, depending what your image was. Right about there. And then it's just going to go onto our card base. And I could pop it up. Should I pop it up? Put it up another layer of dimensionals. Sure, what the heck. We'll pop this one up and then maybe I'll do the next one flat. Or maybe I'll pop it up too, depending how we like this one. So, even I don't know if you can see or not, just a tiny bit of designer series paper that came over the edge. So just give that a little shave before I stick it down. So as we are working through March, it is a great time to stock up on the things that you love because we are coming towards the end of both the mini catalog and the annual catalog. They will both end at the end of April. There we go. Now we just need a little bit of bling I was thinking perhaps these iridescent pearls might be nice. See, if you wanted to step this up a little bit, you could put another layer of cardstock around that. Now that I'm looking at it, it's like, that could have used a little more cardstock perhaps, and a little framing layer or some sponging or something, but it's okay. This too will work. Something else that Stampin' Up! Is doing this year, there will be a color refresh. So if you've been hanging around Stampin' Up! Products for some number of years, you may recall that they did one of these one other time. They do it every 3 to 5 years or so. This is 5 years. It's been 5 years since the last one, and there you have it. So they will be doing another one. They have announced that, so it is official. We all figured it was coming. There was a lot of rumors and scuttlebutt and everything, but it is official. There will be a color refresh. So what does that mean? Well, it means all sorts of exciting things. It means some of the colors that we have right now in our regular color palette will be going away. They're usually, there's going to be some people upset about some of them. I'm just going to start in on this next part. Same thing, another piece of paper, 2 pieces of designer series paper from that same package. And I'm just going to start some stamping and putting this together while I tell you about this color refresh. So they're going to take some of the current colors and they will remove them from our color palette. I'd like to say that they're usually the ones that we like the least, but there will be people who lose one of the colors that they really like, because let's face it, everybody likes different colors. So, but they're going to take some of them away and they will bring in other colors that are fresh and fun and trendy and all those sorts of things. Now, they are often returning in colors, but that's not necessarily a rule or anything. We've only ever had one color refresh, I believe. Only one in my time anyway. And so they did use returning in colors, but I don't think they've ever said that that's how it will work. I think that's just how it did work the last time. But they will, in all likelihood, bring back some of the previous in colors. If you have seen some of the new online exclusive products, there is Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon in one of the packages of designer series paper, and those are colors that we used to have. So it would seem like those colors are coming back. I'm pretty sure they are. I mean, they haven't told us that officially, but that's my guess. This is Fresh Freesia, if you're wondering what color this is, and my sentiment I stamped in Orchid Oasis. So in addition to the color refresh, the in colors will be changing, of course, because we have new in colors every year. So 5 of the in colors that are now 2 years old will go away, and there will be 5 new ones. So that will be brand new. And one of the new in colors I am going to suggest is going to be boho blue, because the joint promotion that we had in January and February allowed new demonstrators to select the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in boho blue, and they did tell us that it would be one of the new colors. So that's exciting to know that. But there'll be a number of changes in colors, which is really exciting. It means we have, new color combinations and new things to play with, and that's all very, very exciting. What it does also mean, though, is that now, let me say that one more time. Now is the time to get cardstock, re-inkers, ink pads, re-inkers. Re-inkers are crucial for all of your favorites. So if you have some colors that you really like, I would suggest that you may want to get yourself another package of cardstock in that lovely color that you adore. If you have the ink pad, I always recommend when you buy an ink pad, just go right ahead and buy the re-inker at the same time. Just do it and then you've got it. But if you have ink pads that you like the color of and you do not own the re-inker, you want to get that right now so that you can continue to use that color that you enjoy after the color refresh. Because if it if the color that you like is going away, it will sell out, and usually quickly. So you want to get it now. And if if you don't have a re-inker and you order one and then your color sticks around, well, there's no harm done. You are going to need the re-inker to keep your ink pad nice and fresh anyway. And an extra pack of cardstock just means you can make even more cards in a color that you really enjoy. So there's not really any downside to ordering some of those things now before we know officially which colors are staying and which are leaving. But that way, at least you won't be disappointed. I know there have been a number of us that have been purchasing Evening Evergreen cardstock, and I've been getting Soft Succulent as well because I love both of those colors, and they are two in colors that will be retiring this year. Now, they could, one or both of them could come back in the color refresh, but I don't know that. And I don't want to take a chance. So I have some designer series paper that we used. It is retired now, but we used it in my daughter's wedding invitations. And at the time it was retiring, we didn't know exactly what we were going to do. She just knew she really liked the paper and wanted to use it. So I ordered a few packages. So I still have some of that. And so I want to have the Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent cardstock to go with it so that I can make it into cards and have everything still coordinated. So that's partly why I've been ordering some of that. But also because I just really like those two colors. So I will be sad when they leave. I'm often sad when the ink colors are leaving, and then we get new ink colors and I love them, and then I sort of forget about the ones that are gone. Oh, just how it goes. Now this one, we talked about doing flat. I don't know, it's kind of nice popped up. Maybe we'll pop this guy up as well. Because then I get to use more dimensionals, and that's always a good thing, right? Because dimensionals are fun, except that you have to wait while I pull all the backs off. I like the way they make the card look. So this one, this is one of the new 3D Basics embossing folders. And I've used the embossed side, which is kind of like a grass crosshatch kind of thing. But I'm just looking at the back here going, oh, I really like it on the debossed side too. Maybe I should have done this one debossed as well. I didn't even think about that. But next time, I will be using this embossing folder again because I love these. These are this is one of 3 from a 3-pack of embossing folders, and they are also part of the online exclusives. If you haven't heard of the online exclusives, they are products that are available now, but they will never be in a printed catalog. So you see them online. You order them just like any other products. You can just add them to your online order from my store. And they're just products. There's nothing really different about them. The only difference is that they won't be published in a catalog. So pearls are almost a little bit lost, but you know what? Maybe I'll do this. I'll put them onto here. Not sure you'll really see them any better, but it'll be something different anyway. You do see them in person. They sort of pop at you a little bit last minute. There we go. Well, you can see those. It's almost like buttons. So there we go. There are our 2 cards for this evening. So let me just come back here again and join you. So there we go. I hope you like those cards. A little different layout with the designer series paper strips underneath. I thought that was a little bit different. And if you have not been crafting along, perhaps you'll give these a try next time you're in your craft room. Ah, I'm glad you like them. Oh, thank you, ladies. Oh, look at all the likes and the thumbs up. I love it. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for hanging out with me and crafting. I love having you along. I love our time that we spend together crafting and on this adventure. Wasn't too much of an adventure tonight. It did go quite well. Yay. Every now and again we have to have an easy night, right? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you will join me for some more crafting again really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.